What up, you guys? I'm back with another video. For my returning subscribers, welcome back. And for my new subscribers, welcome. So let's get into this. You know what truly makes me happy is me shaping a life for myself outside of what someone else thinks of me. You know what truly makes me happy is letting go all the stress of life. Um, Knowing that things that I can't control is beyond my control. Only can control what truly makes me happy inside and go forward with that. um, Another thing that truly makes me happy is me having clarity and me knowing that everything will be all right regardless of what's in front of me or what's going to happen to me. I know that everything will be all right. You know what truly makes me happy is knowing that I'm a father and that I'll be able to pour this information into her and to have her see what the world is for what it truly is. Those are the type of things that really make me happy. And knowing for a fact that whatever I put my mind to, I can do it. Not by anyone's leisure, by my own. And if it makes sense to me and it brings me joy, then I'll push forward to the fullest of my ability to make myself happy. Because I'm tired of, you know, being stressed. I'm tired of being in situations where I don't have control, or let's just say I feel like I don't have any control over my circumstance. Uh, I don't want to do the traditional things that people do. I just don't want to do it because it's like I'm putting myself on a pedestal as a trophy, so to speak, to appease someone else and not appease my own. And because if I appease my own self, right, it'll be only for a short time. It won't be for a lifetime. And what I'm looking for is a lifetime of joy. You know, and me seeing what truly makes me happy is going to be, I mean, I'll be a fool to sit here and tell you guys that it won't be a work in progress, because it will. And I will continue to keep striving for that. Because the noise and everything around this on this earth really makes you do uncharacteristic things that is not sustainable to your health. And me being a fairly healthy guy, you know, I want to maintain it as much as possible because I know I'm going to get old one day, and I want to still be able to move around, and maybe not as efficient as I am now, you know, as I'm making this video. You know, um, if the internet's still here 20 or 30 years from now, I can look back at this and just reminisce on how, you know, I was in younger times. And so, yeah, I those are the things that truly make me happy. And another thing I want to add to this list is, regardless of what people say, you know, as you guys know from what I told you guys yesterday in the last video that I made about, you know, my family, right? In the midst of them saying what they said to me, I still had clarity within myself, and I still was happy, regardless, right? Yeah, I had a little rant that I had, and I was expressing my thoughts because it triggered me right then, but it didn't deter me from my happiness. And my happiness and peace are very important to me, and I will do everything in my power to aim for that. You know, and I'm not going to be chasing something that is a temporary fix to make me happy, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it come to me, right? With my authenticity and how I am, right? And do what it is necessary for me to do to keep that authenticity. I know it's not going to be ideal for a lot of people to see this and wonder, because they feel like, here's a poor black man, lazy, a bum, don't want to motivate himself, don't want to strive for better in life. You know, I'm hear all that stuff. You know, I hear it on a regular basis anyway. But, you know, that's basically when people, you know, talk like that, they're basically putting me in a silhouette that I don't want to be in. Because them complaining about me not doing the necessary things that they think that life should be, as far as get a good job, work and work and work to have the things you need in life, the traditional way. And you know, when you bump against that, people don't like it. They're not interested. They feel like you full of shit, and then you're going nowhere in life, right? That's what people say to you on a regular basis. And again, for no fault of their own, they have no clue. And so, when you see me out here expressing myself, you know, but when I make these videos, should I say, because obviously you guys can't see me in person, but I'm really truly in the element that I'm in. And I really mean what I say. This is not an act. I'm not doing it just for YouTube. This is really me. And I know it's going to be hard for people to believe that, because they feel like, oh yeah, you know, YouTube, in these YouTube streets, they do whatever they can to not be authentic. You know, they're just chasing the other shit that I'm not doing, you know. And I quickly found that out for being on years on YouTube, even before I even decided to make a channel years later. That I've seen everything, you know. And for me, you know, even when I do get in a better space, right, with the money aspect, right, which really has no value to it, but obviously people create it into existence, and they make it have value with doing what we're doing today, right? If I ever come across that, it's not going to change shit about me, because y'all already know how I feel when it comes to money. You know, money breaks character of people, man. You know, I don't want to be one of the people, man. You know, and the reason why I'm not afraid that I'm not going to change is because I'm me, regardless, 24/7. Even when I had money, you know, I stayed myself, and that's very hard to do for a lot of people, just to stay yourself. And so, yeah, I'm going to be me regardless, right? And as long as I stay authentic, our people will love it, right? Because again, I know no other way to be. I just don't. And I'm not going to sit here trying to be something that I'm not, because I'm not in anyone's shadow. I'm not for your amusement. I'm not your joy. I'm my joy. And I'm going to strive to do it. I'm going to strive to do it every single day of my life, to do this, you guys. Like, it's vitally important to my mental health, man, because mental health is real, and a lot of people will do crazy shit over money. And money's not the center of my world, not to change who I am. Hell no. You know? And I'm gonna keep saying it. You know, even when I do have money, like, I'll give you a prime example. I'll show you guys this, right? And this is all that I have, right? So, yeah, I have this, which is no value to it, right? But people make it valuable, because this is what people chase on a regular basis, right? This is what I have left to my name. Nothing else. But this won't ever change me, because again, it's about my character first before it's this. So, you know, I just want to get on here and share, with you guys of some of the things that make me happy, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Um, and I'm gonna strive and aim, I'm gonna strive and aim, to keep bringing you guys this raw, true, authentic content, man. Because this is me. I mean, I haven't even thought about at one point in time about trying to fake it, and it just don't feel right within my soul. So I can't fake it. That wouldn't be true. Because I have a lot of backlash and people saying shit like, "Oh man, he was spitting out this raw, true, authentic content. And look at him now; he's different now. He doesn't change his ways." Hell no, no, you guys. And so, if this video resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe. Check out my other videos that I've made, older videos that talks about this type of topic and things about life, and you know, maybe you'll get some resonation with the videos also. But you guys, until then, with love, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.